2012, I moved in with my family to this house that was built 50 years prior. My husband and I still live here to this day. Only one other family had owned the house, so my mom felt comfortable buying it. Almost as soon as we moved in, there were signs of paranormal activity. The lights in the basement would flicker, my brother got slapped out of his sleep and scratched in the basement. Our dog would go crazy barking at a corner no one was in, and no matter where I was in the house, I felt like I was being watched. As a kid, I was always more spiritual than religious, so you know it's bad when I started splashing holy oil all over my room. The spirit didn't seem to leave me alone until he realized how badly I was being treated by my sister already. There were nights where I would cry myself to sleep relentlessly from the bullying and manipulation. Every time I felt like I had no one, there was this calming presence. Years later, when I was 18, I came home from my semester in college and I generally did not want to go back. My mom said it was fine as long as I got a job and helped with the bills. Well, my sister lived there too, and we were getting along for the first time in my life. So my mom felt comfortable leaving both of us the house while she went back to work in Utah. It was myself, my sister, and her boyfriend living in the house at the time, and my sister decided to come back and basically admit to lying about a family secret she'd told us years ago that broke me as a child. But then she manipulated her way out of apologizing because she'd never said that and she'd been through so much worse. Side note, it's my biggest dream to fuck that bitch up. Side note, I've kicked both of my sister's asses. I am right there with you, babe. I can't stop laughing. That's funny as fuck. It is now my New Year's resolution to convince you to fuck that bitch up, quite frankly. During this incident, I had my boyfriend at the time move in, but he was invested in the occult. I got invested as well. We'd bought candles, tarot cards, crystals, smudge sticks, we were smoking sage in our joints under the moon, etc., etc. While that was happening, my sister was doing a lot of shit. Like, she asked my mom if she could pay for her own Wi-Fi for the house and then wouldn't let myself get the password. She was actively stealing money from me, and I sent her for the bills and then saying I didn't pay, etc. My boyfriend and I decided to hex her. That turned out bad because once I got pregnant, she stressed me out until I lost my baby and my relationship crumbled. But then she got pregnant and she lost hers too. I looked at the situation as the hex worked, but I had to pay up first. After that, my sister just started trying to show off and doing the most where the tension in the house was thicker than Sukihana. Girl, you did me dirty with that last bit. You know what, I looked it up and I think I did okay. I don't think it was as bad as I thought initially that it was, but I think we're fine. One day, my boyfriend and I decided to have a bonfire. We went and bought the wood and everything. My sister decided to host her boyfriend's friends that night, and she told us we couldn't participate but wanted to use our firewood for the fire. Bitch, fuck you. Actually. No. Obviously I said no because, bitch, who even are you? I know that's right, babe. What the fuck? That whole night, she'd spent her time trying to get her boyfriend's friend to want to see her, so she was acting bougie like we're not from and in the hood, throwing clothes she didn't wear in the fire to try and keep it going, acting drunker than she was, and trying to make everyone laugh as me and my boyfriend sit there smoking and watching her act dumb as fuck. It was late August, early September at this point, and the nights were getting colder, yet my sister decided to leave the AC blasting. Every time we turned it off, she turned it back on. Say hello to a fucking electric bill, girl. What the fuck? When my boyfriend and I got in the house, we were talking shit, obviously. One of the things we were talking about was the AC being on. How many more pages is this? Couple more. I think we can do it. The way my house is set up, you have to pass the thermostat to get to the bathroom, so I was drunk as fuck and talking shit with my boyfriend, and I had to prove my point. I had read out loud to him that the thermostat was at 50 degrees. About a minute and a half after sitting down on the toilet to pee and still actively talking shit while I'm on the toilet because the bedrooms are very close to the bathroom upstairs, the AC shuts off. And I asked him, I was like, Gaia, did you get up and cut the AC off? And he responded, no. I instantly got chills from my body, so at the time I had LED lights in my room. We had both come in my room, and we were sitting on my bed, and I had two little dogs at the time that were laying in their bed on the floor. Gaia asked out loud, is there a spirit in here with us? Let it be known. And the LED lights in my room started flickering. My dog Lexi, from the beginning of the story, started shaking like she never had before, and my other dog Oreo started going crazy. We then asked if the spirit was there to help us. The lights flickered again. After all the time I'd lived in that house, I finally felt seen because I had a spirit that had seen everything. The manipulation, the bullying, the time she'd pushed me until I was in her face and then threatened to call the police. Everything. About a month later, we went with my mom to clean out the storage room because she was getting a bathroom installed in the basement. We found his ashes in an old tin can, like a coffee can. I only say his because our old neighbor told us that the man that lived here had died before the woman, and then she was taken to a nursing home. Our neighbor was sure it was him haunting the house, but it was definitely him. Once we got rid of the ashes, his spirit was gone and my sister never really came back to live in this house. Now my mom has moved out and left the house to me, my husband, and my kids. But I always think about the time the spirits scratched my back and I scratched theirs. And due to my sister being a horrible person altogether, I think you can guess that we have no contact at all anymore. First of all, this came from a lovely, beautiful, gorgeous, amazing woman on Instagram, and we had previously spoken, so I was honestly expecting nothing less when I got her message about wanting to share a spooky story. This was, chef's kiss. If you're watching this on the YouTubes, guess what? They don't have permission to utilize my content. Please report it. You can find me at Spooky Scary Ghost Stories on the YouTubes. You can also find me on Instagram, on TikTok, on Lemonade, lots of different platforms. Please do not give this person any more attention by watching the video all the way through. Okay, thanks. First of all, OP, thank you again for sending this in. I really appreciate it. Secondarily, holy shitballs, Batman, have you been through it? I'm really sorry to hear about the losses that occurred in this story on both parties, even though we know she a bitch, okay? I don't really want someone, like, I wouldn't wish the dumbest shit on my worst enemy, you know what I mean? Now, does that mean that I haven't in the past? No. So if you don't want to take that apology or condolence to her, totally fine. Or for her, totally fine. But my condolences to you and your loss, because it is extremely sad and it's something that's super hard to grieve and it's super hard to get over. So I'm kind of shocked that you looked at it that way. However, it is now everybody's problem. I'm making it everyone's problem. OP needs to beat her sister's ass. Okay? Because let me tell you something. There was a few times that, like, I beat up my sisters, and maybe that's a story, like a few different stories for a different video, but I'm gonna just tell you what, I have never felt better than busting both of their faces up. Okay? There are still some days where I'm like, damn, I wish that it was back in like the early 2000s where I could whoop y'all's ass again, because you fucking deserve it. You know what I'm saying? Do you know what I mean? Because nowadays, people call the cops. You know what I mean? They lose a fight and they call the cops. Like, it's like their last hurrah. Instead of just taking their ass whooping, they fucking cop callers. They're just fucking, it's one thing, okay, to call them if someone's like breaking into your house, but like a scheduled plan C fight where y'all are gonna throw hands. Come on! Anyways, I'm really glad that the spirit scratched your back, just kind of like how you said in the story. I really like that you had someone that was there. It's validating to have someone do that, whether it's a spirit or not. You know what else I'm kind of wondering? It would be even cooler if this was like... if this was like a Clint Eastwood old man. Do you know what I'm saying? OP knows what I'm saying, because that's all I can see is like this frail but bitter, angry white man being like, actually, what the fuck is going on in my house? Do you know what I mean? Anyways, I love you guys. I'm gonna film quite a few more videos. The sun is not out at all, but my hair looks a little shiny, and I really appreciate that, to be honest with you. Anyways, I love you guys so much. I'm feeling so much better. I am probably like 99.9% over this sickness. I just kind of have some congestion going on. But beyond that, your girl is good. Can't wait. Okay, I love you. Bye.